Leah, who I might add, is a trifle worried about her tooth. Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to fall out. My crown's cracked.
Oh dear.
So if I choke midway through conversation, do the high mic, whatever it is.
Giving you the old high mic manoeuvre.
That's it.
But it's because a lady hugged her so hard she cracked her tooth.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yes. She hugged me and it just went and it cracked.
What sort of a hug was that? Listen, you were so close to getting back in. How does it feel to miss out?
Gutted. Absolutely gutted. I was like, no, put me back in.
You handled it very well. You were very gracious
fine.
about it.
No,
but
fine.
I thought it was quite bizarre because Richard steamrolled the whole thing.
I know. That's Dickie for you, bloody queen. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. We can just about allow that.
What,
we
queen?
Are, of course, very sorry about it.
Sorry.
But what was the deal there? Because it was funny because Jenny wanted you in.
I know.
I think Ashleen could have been persuaded. Pete probably could have been. Pete just never made the decision in his life.
I know.
And but Richard kind of did steamroll the whole thing.
It's because Nikki she tugged on the old heartstrings, I think, and you know she does care a lot about Pete, so that's why.
You feel betrayed by Dickie? What are you going to say to him when you see him?
No, I don't feel. Of course, I don't.
How much did you want to go back in? Was there?
I wanted to go in loads because I wanted to cheer the house up. So.
Why? What in particular don't you like about what's going on in the house at the moment?
It's just really low and it's not fun in there anymore. And I don't know. I feel sorry for Ash because she's having a bad time and she needs a hug and just tell her that, you know, don't worry, everything's going to be all right because she's a good girl. So she's got nothing to worry about, and I can't understand, you know, why public don't like her because she's a good girl and I think the world of Ash.
Well,
I really
ditto.
do. Yeah.
What was it like being in there second time round? Was it quite weird having all that knowledge that you possessed, or could you still just relax?
No, still the same. It was wicked when Ims and Richard came over. That was wicked. I loved it because the people that I wanted to go in the house with, you know, I really do love Jane, Annalise. I think they're amazing, and Spiral as well. But I wanted to go in definitely with Mikey because Mikey's hilarious. Love him to bits. I love Grace as well, and then obviously Nick. But then Dickie came over and Ims come over, so it was just like a mad party.
And what was it like facing eviction for the second time?
It's really scary.
Is it?
Oh, it was so stupid because you know what's happening, and it's like, well, because he was there and he was like choosing as well. That made you feel sick because it's like, oh, just please choose me, choose me, choose me.
Also, from the very inception, it was obvious it wasn't going to be Mikey and Grace when they started talking.
Yeah.
You know, Ashleen pretty much put the kibosh on Grace, and Mikey never figured.
I don't think that they really wanted to go in anyway because they're happy with their life outside, and you know, Mikey's just obviously come out, and I don't think Grace would have been comfortable going back in because of the Ashleen and you know Jenny and stuff, and Pete's not bothered about Grace.
I find it was funny that you two were you just, like you said, you just seemed so scared because you've been through it before.
It's weird because you could hear, because the crowd's there at the door and you can hear them booing. It's like, oh, they're booing. It's like, but they cheered and then they're booing, and it's really, honestly, it's surreal because you can't help the way that you feel, and you feel sick, but it's still intense walking up the stairs.
But obviously,
and walking down
because
again.
you're with Grace as well, and you know she's going to get.
It's like, oh, and I was like shouting, don't boo her, just don't boo her.
That's the thing. You look like you just weren't bothered.
No, it's
bring
like,
it on. What do you think about? And be honest about this. What do you think about Pete and Nikki being reunited? Honestly, give me your take. Thank you. Give me your take on. Give me your take on this week. What do you reckon's going to happen? And keep it clean.
I think that there's going to be arguments because Nikki's going to obviously be having temper tantrums. Jenny won't stand for it. Ashleen's not going to stand for it. Richard's going to be coming in the diary room saying I've made the wrong decision. Pete's.
Yeah. How do you think it's going to affect Pete and his chances of winning?
I think it's going to damage him.
How so?
Because he's not doing anything apart from kissing Nikki and being in bed with Nikki, and it's just not doing anything. It's just not. But Glenn's just funny, full stop. From day one, Glenn's been funny, and it's been continuous all the way through.
Okay.
He did a bit in the bath where he was naked and he had like bubbles on. Never laughed so much in my life, and it's just
Glenn
hilarious.
does spend quite a lot of time naked and with bubbles on.
But he's so funny. So I hope it don't damage Pete. But
do you think Nikki could win? Any chance of that?
No.
Not at all?
No. It's one of the boys.
And lastly, you did say that you wanted Pete to win when you first came on.
Yeah.
Do you still want Pete to win?
Oh, of course I do, but I want Glyn to win as well. But I'd like Ashleen to win, just to build a confidence.
That's not an answer to the question.
I want them all
you still
to
want
win.
Pete to win?
I want
yes, of course I do.
to win.
I want Glyn to win and Ashleen.
No, because I
Something
like
quite bizarre is going to have to happen for a draw.
I know. Well, you see, it could be a draw.
No, it couldn't be a draw.
Why? It could be.
What, you're saying that
It
equal
could be a
amounts
draw.
of people would have to vote?
Could be.
Yeah, but it's not likely.
But you never know. Where do things have happened?
Like your tooth getting
Yeah,
cracked.
like my tooth getting cracked. See, that was really weird.
Listen, it's lovely to see you.
Thank
See
you,
next
and
Friday.
see you on
Take care.
Friday.
For
Win
now,
the
leave
floor.
everyone. Rest assured, we are giving her the details of